The contact information for our letterhead in this project is located in the line below the shape that's containing our name. So we're going to position our insertion point right here. And then we're going to go ahead and center that. And then we're going to want to increase our font size to 12 point, which mine already is, so if yours is not, please get it there. And then we'll type 540 Cedar Road, comma, Branch, Center, comma, Washington, and the zip code is 98472. The next thing we need to do is insert a symbol. We are able with Word to insert dots and other symbols like the Greek alphabet, mathematical characters that aren't on our keyboard. And we want to do it here because when you're creating your letterhead, you want a visual separator between the postal address and the phone number, and then again between the phone number and the email address. So in order to do that, we're going to click on the Insert tab, and we're going to drop down on the symbol box. What we want to insert is a dot, so we're going to go to More Symbols. You want to make sure that right here in this box you've got normal text. Come over here to the subset, and you want to make sure that you've got general punctuation. The dot right here is what we're interested in, so we're going to click on that and hit Insert. Oops, and I accidentally inserted 2. So at this point, we'll go ahead and type our phone number. So we'll space and hit phone, whoops, colon, 2 spaces after our colon. Then we have a parentheses, 873, end of parentheses, 555, hyphen, 3928. Space, and we're going to want another insertion of a dot, the symbol, the dot. So we're going to go ahead, and this time you'll notice that before we didn't have a dot up here, but because we've used it, this is some commonly used symbols for us. So we'll hit the dot again, space one more time afterwards, and then we're going to go ahead and type in the email. So we'll type in email, colon, space 2 times, SAMARAS at earth.net. Okay. All right. In Word, you can draw a solid line called a border at any edge of a paragraph. So borders can be above, below, to the left, or to the right of a paragraph, or any combination. The letterhead in this project has a border that extends from the left margin to the right margin immediately below the address, phone, and email. We do that because the horizontal line separates the letterhead from the rest of the letter. So the way that we do that is we go back to our Home tab and we click on this drop-down box, and we want to do a bottom border. Okay? Because our information is dropping down here, we're going to wait and do a little bit more formatting. If it doesn't change, we don't want it to go on to 2 lines, we will lower our font size. So we'll come back to that. The next step that we need to do is to position our insertion point below the letterhead so that we can type the contents of the letter. If we continue here, you'll see that we've told Word that it's going to continue the formatting. So we don't want to do that. So we want to pick our insertion point up and come back down here. That's called clear formatting, and when you do that, what you're saying is that you're returning the format to the normal style when you're typing. Okay. Now, the last thing that we need to do is you'll notice that the email address is a different color than the rest of the font in the letterhead, and that's a hyperlink. But we need to convert that hyperlink to regular text. The email address in the letterhead should be formatted just like everything else. It should not be different in color or underlined. Hyperlinks are useful only in online documents, but when you're printing something, everything needs to look the same unless you're intending it to look different. So go up here, right-click on the email address, and scroll down to remove hyperlink, and then you take all of that away. So now let's highlight the words beneath, and we'll lower our font size by 1 to go down to 11, and we fit everything on the same line, and so that looks good. Okay. At this point, we're going to go ahead and save our file, which we've already had it saved, so we'll just save again, and we'll start up with our next video in just a moment.